Essential oils are more than just plant extracts. They're part of a living intelligence in nature. In today's video, we will explore essential oils through the lens of plant science and the deep connection that humans and nature have. We're going to explore it through photosynthesis, through plant intelligence, how we harvest plants, how we extract plants, and then the chemistry that creates these amazing aromas. Now at the end of this, we're going to do a short little meditation just to consolidate everything. And I would ask you, if you feel drawn to the connection of nature with the power of scent, then please subscribe, like, share, and of course comment below. So let's begin. So how does light become life? Well, before scent there is light. Think of the sun as a celestial alchemist. Through the magic of photosynthesis, a plant transforms sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide into life itself. Now, a plant isn't passive by any means in that process. A plant is sensitive to light, to touch, to gravity, and also to change. It sends electrical signals and also responds, adapts, and also communicates through its chemistry. And that is the starting point of every essential oil. It is part of a living system in reaction to its environment. Let's talk about harvesting next, and time shapes everything. For thousands of years, growers actually looked to seasonal methods of harvesting, and then they turned towards looking for something different. They looked up to the sky, they looked at the moon. And now we know the moon's gravitational pull actually affects our tides. In the same way, specifically biodynamic growers, but growers during those times actually recognized that it influenced the water in the soil and more subtly the water in plants. Now they used to harvest according to the waxing moon and the waning moon. Now the waxing moon's harvest were all the materials that grew above the earth. So let's think about leaves and flowers and fruits. And with the waning moon, it would have been everything that grew under the earth, like seeds and roots and tubers. Some growers choose to harvest their aromatic materials on the full moon. They believe that the material is at its most potent at the peak of its maturity, whilst other growers choose to harvest their aromatic materials at dawn, when the flowers are open and when it's really cool. These volatile aromatic compounds can often be very, very easy to evaporate when the sun is very high and forceful. So while science explores these effects, both principles actually agree that nature actually has its own impeccable timing. Every essential oil comes from a different part of a plant, and each of those parts actually have a meaning and a symbolism. Take a flower. They are like a bridge between the spiritual and the physical world. So a lot of their work is around emotions and connecting the physical with the spiritual. Leaves tend to have quite an interplay with the light, so they're very much to do with energy. And then you have seeds, which actually hold potential, those inner reserves that haven't quite shown themselves as yet. And then you have the woods. Now it takes decades for woods to grow. So what they embody is a kind of steadiness and an infinite kind of wisdom. We then have resins which actually respond to injury. So they're a salve, a kind of healing salve for injury, whether it's emotional or physical. So you can see every one of those parts of the plant actually have a symbolism and a function. From plant to essence, how does that actually happen? Well, once the oils have been, the plants have been harvested, they're taken to be processed, and that process is the extraction process. Now, there are many different methods of extraction, but there are some that are kind of what is quite standard. So you have steam distillation, and this is where the volatile compounds are absorbed by the steam, which is passed through it, and then it's left to cool, and as it cools it gets caught into the water and they go through a separation process. The second way is through CO2 extraction. This is a very delicate extraction method that's done at a very low temperature, so it's also very good for delicate materials like flowers. Also, one of the more traditional methods is expression, and expression is primarily used for fruits. So they express the volatile oils from the peel, and I tend to really like cold press oils the best because I don't know, I just love being able to smell a bit of the peel. You can get distilled versions of things like distilled lime oil, but I actually like cold press all the time, and I love the colour of it. It's beautiful dark green. Also, in the olden days, one of the main methods they used to collect their precious materials like roses and jasmine and neroli was through a process called effleurage. Now this involved a tray which was smeared with fat, and then they used to place the petals of the plant on it. It was laid out in the sun, and the petals were replaced throughout the day, and this went on for quite a long period until the fat absorbed the volatile oils that the plant would release. Now it's a very time consuming method, and now I don't think people are really open to animal fats. I'm sure they could find another form of fatty oil, something like shea butter or something, but I actually don't think sort of ergonomically it's one of the most time consuming methods, so it has only been used by a few very small suppliers. Now what you have left at the end of this is a concentrated oil, but it isn't just an oil. It's a concentration of a whole life system. Something that's very important is that plants don't produce essential oils for us. They produce them for survival, to protect themselves, to attract pollinators, to repair damage, and to adapt to their environment. Essential oils, from a plant's perspective, is life intelligence expressed through chemistry. What is remarkable that our bodies even can acknowledge or recognize these chemicals. You know, plants and humans actually share an ancient evolutionary history. We're made of very similar biological building blocks, and actually it allows us to respond to some of the compounds that are found in plants. Now, for example, we have antioxidants which help to protect plant cells. They also help to protect our own cells. Then you have plant compounds that actually interface with receptors all over our body, And then last but not least, we have phytoestrogens that work with our hormonal receptors. Before we go into the meditation, I just wanted to tell you about a workshop that I'm doing this Saturday. It's called Scented Alchemy, and it's our summer workshop. We still have a few places available. If you're finding what we're doing throughout this video and the work I've been doing before, this is a wonderful sensory dip into the essential oils. The feedback has been absolutely amazing. Go to the website quantumalchemy.co.uk and book your place if you happen to be in London this weekend. So let's do the meditation now. So just find somewhere quiet. You can sit on a chair or you can sit on the ground cross-legged. Find a wall that you can rest against if your back isn't feeling too stable. And once you get there, just settle in. Just feel your back against the chair, your sit bones against the ground or the seat of the chair. Take a deep breath in, exhaling with a big sigh, breathing in again, exhaling with a big sigh, breathing in again, exhaling with a sigh and closing your eyes. Take another deep breath in and release any tension from your shoulders. We're going to switch the way we breathe. We're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. So breathing in, hold the breath at the top and then breathe out and rest at the bottom. Breathe in again and hold. This time as you breathe out, extend the breath out. Rest at the bottom. Breathe in one more time. Hold the breath. Nice, long, slow breath out. So just keep on breathing in your own time, like this. And just imagine yourself standing in a natural space. It can be by the sea, it can be in a field, or it could be in a forest. It doesn't really matter. You're barefoot, your feet are on the ground, and you're just connecting with the earth. Just breathing in and breathing out. You can feel the ground beneath you. The air gently swirling around your body, just feeling it lapping against your arms. Just feeling the stillness and the quiet. And also the heat of the sun on your body. Now ask yourself, what quality do I need most right now? Do I need calm? Do I need clarity? Do I need grounding? Do I need strength? Do I need to just be at ease? Just let the answer come naturally, don't force it. And maybe choose the one that emerges first of all. Just trust that that's the right answer. Now just think of which plant part you need at the moment. Do you need that seed of potential? Or do you need to feel more anchored in, like you've got roots going down? Or do you need to be more connected to your spiritual self? Just choose gently one of those aspects that you want to embody for this moment. And then kind of think of what kind of smell you might need at the moment. Do you need something like the monoterpene, which is fresh and zesty and lifts your mood, or something much slower and grounded and deep? Or do you need something that is very protective for you? Just become aware what kind of aroma you want to invite, and just imagine what that would be like. So if you're going for a zesty aroma, think of an orange and think of what it feels like when you scrape the peel and the smell that it imparts. Breathe in again, embodying both of the characteristics. Just imagining yourself being whatever part of the plant you chose and the aroma swirling around you. And remember, just like plants, you're always becoming, you're always going upwards to the sky, which is electric, and downwards to the earth, which is magnetic. And you are the conduit between both. You are electromagnetic, both a part of life. Take one deep final breath in. Big, long, slow exhale out. And when you are ready, just gently open your eyes and carry this connection with you. So, we really need your support at the Quantum Healer. So do subscribe, like and share. And I always want to hear your thoughts and your experiences.